everybody. Today I wanted to take the time to talk to you about three different concepts. One, what is the human potential, more or less? Two, what are natural resources? And three, um, what is stress and burnout have to do with these other things? So today we're going to be making a lot of connections with these topics. So let's get at it. The first one would be our potential. What are humans amazing at? This is adaptation. It is, however, a double-edged sword, meaning that we have the ability to adapt to almost any situation, almost any climate, almost any place, almost any challenge. However, it comes at the cost of, or the downfall of this is, that it's very hard to know in what environment does a human do well in? In what environment are we most supported on a health basis or from a health standpoint? This becomes a critical question, leading us over to natural resources. Now, natural resources, like all things, have ability to run out. When we talk about a human being, each individual have a mental level, a physical level, and an emotional level. Anytime these levels are exceeded, we start burning out our, you got it, natural resources. If we find ourselves in a situation where this is happening, we will feel fatigued. We will feel stressed. We will feel burnt out. We will feel overwhelmed. We will feel anxious. Why? Because this is our body's way of telling us that we are, you got it, warning signal, exceeding our national resources. And to be able to correct this thing, we have to be very wise with our approach. Now, I've already linked, as you can see, the burnout style stuff with the natural resources. When we exceed these levels, we do that. Um, a quick example of this is somebody who's, let's say, externally successful, has the house, cars, keys, kids, all those kind of things. Um, how are they sustaining this? Is this actually being sustained? The majority of the time, no. They are burning out or overusing one of their natural resources. And when they do this, they will be at that place, but they will seem to have a hard time enjoying life. The happiness is dissipated because, again, the body's trying to tell you that this is not sustainable. We need to figure out how to use these resources properly. And the truth is, we can develop these natural resources. However, how we do so is very specific. You would think that if you just say, well, I want to improve my mental health and I focus on that and I improve that, then we get the desired outcome if that's the area of challenge. However, I found out that this does not work very effectively. It doesn't work at all, actually. What it does is increases the demand on a specific area and causes more turmoil. So the idea, essentially, without getting too technical with it, is there's a combination of all three. And where these three things meet, we can do progression. But this progression, again, cannot be very fast. It has to be slow and steady, like the tortoise. And in that way, we will win the race, but we have to take the time to do so. The challenge, again, is we live in a culture that is the opposite. Essentially, fast, quick, efficient is what it's all about. A lot of, let's say, computer terminology, mechanical terminologies. Well, humans are effective. To be effective, we need reflection. We need time to think. We need time to build new bridges in our mind, synaptic connections, so therefore we can pursue a point of action more effectively. Um, I don't want to get too much into that, but I just wanted to point out the fact that we do have large potential, every person. We do have natural resources which need to be cultivated properly. And if we do not do so, we have the effects of that, the cost, which is the burnout, stress, irritability, frustration, lack of feeling fulfillment. All these things are the costs of that thing being unbalanced. However, we want to use self care to appropriately address these challenges, in that way supporting these areas of challenge, reworking the connections that we've made to solve a problem. If before we're solving this problem with overusing a resource, that means anytime we hit a problem, we will overuse that resource. However, if we split this, let's say, challenge into the three dimensions in which it should rightfully be, mental, physical, and emotional, then we don't get the same outcome. We actually get growth of the individual, which is another part of our human potential when we seek the appropriate cultivation of our natural resources. Thank you very much and have a great day.